Okay. Look, so here's one idea I do have, right? Is that please, Team Ninja, can y'all please put or remake Dead or Alive Dimensions and put it on the Switch too? Remake Dead or Alive Dimensions, put it on Switch 2, then add DOA5 and DOA6, add that to Switch 2, and guess what? We get all the DOA games on the Switch 2. Because lately I've seen, or I did see that Virtua Fighter is coming to the Switch too. That's the first official 3D fighting game. Well, actually, I guess you count Soul Calibur 2 or even Pokemon Tournament, but the first out of all the big four, that's actually okay. I'm gonna give it to Soul Calibur 2. So Soul Calibur 2 and Virtua Fighter are coming to the Switch 2. Sounds kind of weird to see say Switch 2. It's finally coming to Switch 2. So Team Ninja, y'all need to hop on along with this. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that make the most sense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have made a game for Nintendo, both for DOA 1 to 4. And that game is probably one of the best like Dead or Alive games out there, honestly, you know what I'm saying? I think DOA Dimensions is low key one of the best Dead or Alive games out there. It's perfect. You have 4 games in total, a good ass roster. And I feel like if they really want to take it further, they could if they just remaster it and put it on the Switch. So that most people, that want to come play DOA from 1 to 4, you got to come get on the Switch. Perfect marketing right there, so people can go buy that Switch too. To me, that just makes more sense, honestly. And plus, on the Switch, y'all already got on the Switch, y'all got Ninja Gaiden 1 to 3. So just imagine if y'all had DOA 1 to 4, 5, and 6 on the Switch. That makes so much more sense. It would make so much more sense, honestly. So Team Ninja, go talk with Nintendo and be on some real stuff. Put this 3DS game on the Switch 2, remaster it, just like how I did with Ninja Gaiden Black 2. Or sorry, actually, that's the wrong way to say it. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, whatever it is. Since y'all did remake that, go ahead and remake DOA Dimensions. Go ahead. What's stopping y'all? It's right there. And if y'all did do that though, the demand for DOA will go back up again, and guess what? We get more DOA. Especially we'll get the DOA7. So people can really know the DOA is back in the game. And that DOA7, I swear on everything, if that shit can have a good high budget, that shit gonna look nice and sound nice and look nice and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If they can keep that old school feeling to it, and not make it e-sporty, then it's gonna bring some numbers in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. If we have a brand new Virtua Fighter, brand new Tekken, and brand new DOA, that would be nice. Like that would be cold as hell if they could bring that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like cold as hell, raw as hell, man. And also, I'll say one more thing for Namco. Bring Tekken 7 to the Switch too. Bring something, because how can you have Kazi on Smash Bros. But not have a game for him on your Switch? Or hell, I think even maybe Tekken 8 could probably go on the Galaxy thing Switch too. It probably, you know what I'm saying? I think the graphics might be like a tad bit downgraded, but y'all gotta do something with Kazuya. Do something with Tekken. Bring in Tag 2 or something like that. Bring in something where people can play as Kazuya or play some sort of Tekken game from Smash Bros. Man, you know what I'm saying? So that's my also other personal opinion, though too. So I did see a list where they put Soul Calibur on a list of where anybody else can work on a new Calibur game. So I ain't gonna hold you. If anybody else is out there, can y'all please make a Soul Calibur 1 through 5 edition where we get all the 5 games from the first timeline all in one online. No guest characters. It doesn't have to be no guest characters. Just make sure it's just Calibur content and put it all together in one. And then we can just have a great game so that the man for Calibur, can come back. And also, Namco, bring Soul Calibur 6 to the Switch too. Bring it to the Switch too. If y'all did, numbers going up. Honestly, it is. So to me, that's just fast right there. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for Teen Ninja, y'all really got to bring that game back to the Switch too, man. Bring that game back. You know what I'm saying? And people will literally love DOA to come back because I feel like that game it's old school DOA, but imagine old school DOA being remastered in with the graphics of today on the Switch too. That would just be amazing. You know what I'm saying? So um, they got to do that. If they don't do that, then that's a missed call on them. And to me, that's just facts right there. I ain't gonna hold you.